Hello friends, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine and it's Monday night and we're gonna make a rag tree. Several people have asked me to do this, so we're going to do it. It's been a long time since I've made one, so just come on in and I'm gonna actually tear a little bit more fabric because I don't think I have enough. So just let me know when you're here. Hello, there's people hopping on. Hello, it's Monday night, y'all come on in. I'm just gonna cut some more fabric or tear some more fabric. Hey Luann, hello Debbie, hello Karina, hello all my friends. I'm just gonna tear a little bit more fabric. Hello Cindy and Catherine, hello y'all. Welcome, come on in. I'm just tearing some fabric. Hey Dana and Melanie. Ooh, now I got stuff flying all around and it went right in my eye. Hey Gwen and Nancy, I'm just tearing a little bit of fabric. Hey Jeannie, hello, hello, while we're sitting here chatting. Hello Nancy and Lori. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so I forget exactly how many strips I need, so I'm just going to tear some. Now my nose is going to get all itchy from the fibers in the fabric. Hello, Tricia and Sanja and Enid. Hello. Y'all come on in. And I got to sneeze. Maybe it'll go away. I'm just going to make me a little cut and tear some fabric. I love fabric crafts too. Hello, Tina and Tammy. I love fabric. And I think what it is because you can get it in so many different patterns and colors and all that. So I think that's why that I love it so much. Y'all, I didn't notice this today when I tore a bunch already. And I just didn't notice that all these little fibers are flying around. I guess because of this light. Hey, Brenda and Lori. Hello, Terry. We get all the strings. Deborah, we are going to make a rag tree only because I had people ask me to make one. It's been a couple years since I've done one. And I know it's real common. People do them all the time. But I had requests to do it. So we're going to do it tonight. We're going to do it two different ways. You have the tee like the shirt I have on. It's freezing season. And it is freezing outside here. So Darlene, I did not, but I will see her this weekend. And the next weekend. So, yes, I'm ready to go see that little toot. She's growing like a weed, and I'm ready to go see her again. Hey, Gail, I'm glad you're back, too. Hey, Kathy. Hello, Lisa. You love my shirt. It's from Beware. And it's freezing season. And, y'all, I do not do the cold well. Hey, Bridget. Thank you, Linda. Hey, Jane. And so I don't do the cold well. And once my bones get cold, I just can't get warm. And I just do not do well in the cold at all. Hey, Mary. Hey, Christy. I have been known to go get in the tub, a hot tub of water, just to get my bones warm. To get warm. Oh, you remember me making them? Shirley, it's been a couple years since I've made a rag tree. It's cold in Georgia, too. What is on the table tonight? Jane, we are doing rag trees. And I want to say you were one of the people that asked me about them. But I don't remember. Hey, Linda. Hey, Pat. Okay, I got to show y'all this first. Miss Ruth Walker, who is a sweet follower, she sent me this and a shirt and some earrings and a necklace that has a hippopotamus on them. I don't know where she got it, but she sent me this. I got it over the weekend. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So I was like, I'm going to drink out of my new cup tonight. It's on that side and it's on this side. So it's double-sided. Isn't it really cute? I was like, oh my gosh. When I opened it, I like squealed. Hey, Judy. Hello, Debbie. Hey, Shanda. Put the oven on for a while. I mean, my house is warm and it's warm in here, but like once I get cold to the bone, I just cannot get warm. And I should, you know, have hot flashes and all that stuff. But we are going to make, I do too, Vicky, sometimes. We're going to make a rag tree 2 different ways. And then we're going to probably make a little wreath. I don't know. We're going to see. Okay, so somebody asked for a rag tree, and that's what we're going to make. So I'm trying to debate whether I should put this on my little stand first, or should I, it's cold in Texas too. I think it's just cold everywhere. Jane, I think I did see the hippo, my hippo that I did, and you put resin on. I think so. Hey, Carla. Hello, Jane. In the cup, so cute. She was so sweet to send me that. No, she didn't make it. Maybe she said a friend. I can't remember, but I don't know if her friend has a shop or something like that. I can't remember. Hey, Candy. Okay, so I'm going to start off by putting my tree. I feel like I got fuzz in my eye when I cut that fabric. Ugh. Hello, Diane. Hello, Barb. Hey, Elizabeth. Happy Monday. Okay, so I'm going to put mine in a little candlestick because y'all know what we say. Candlesticks just make it that much better when you put something in a candlestick. Hello, Carla, and hello, Darla. Hello, Carla. Hello, Darla. But you can put your tree, you could drill a hole in a piece of wood. You could put it in a spool like we did the other night. A little candlestick. Anything you have, a votive, you can put it in whatever. Hey, Marcedia. Hey, Patty. Hello, Linda. Hello, Shirley. Oh, it's 37. It's going to be cold here tonight. It was like 25 last night here. It was cold. Electric blanket on you. I hear you, Vicky. Cold in California, and that's rare. Yes, Cindy, it is, isn't it? Y'all have usually good, mild, normal weather. I wish we did. Okay, so I'm going to put mine. This is a candlestick I did for another project. I had to get some hot glue off of it. I don't know what was in it, but I salvaged it for something. Yes, Patty, absolutely, because I'm going to put my little tree down in here. And I just have a dowel. You can use, like, this is a shish kebab stick, a real fat one. See the pointy end? You can use that. Any kind of stick you want to use, you can use it. You could probably use a regular shish kebab stick. Hey, Janet. Sorry if I'm sniffing. Y'all like tore that fabric and it just like, all this fiber went everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to cut styrofoam, so if you don't like it, close your ears. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Oh, you put yours in little clay pots. Now, I've seen that done too. You can use little clay pots. You can pretty much use, you know, any kind of little container. Even like a glass votive cup you can use. I'm trying to see how far to cut that off. And I just took a little styrofoam ball that I had. And that's going to be my little styrofoam for my little cup holder. Alicia, use chopsticks. Absolutely. I don't see why you couldn't, because you're not going to see this. Once it gets all covered with fabric, you're not going to see it. Hey, Dawn. You've seen a lot made with the Dollar Tree toilet plunger. I have seen somebody do that. Hey, Sherry. Okay, so let me glue my foam in before we ever start. I hope it's warm. Yeah, it is. Oh, gosh, that fabric's got me all sniffy now. My allergies have been terrible lately. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, around the tall candlestick. I don't know. You could try. Dana, we are. Because somebody asked me to make them. Hey, the Ruffled Daisy by Beth. Hello, Beth, my friend. If y'all don't know Beth, y'all go check out the Ruffled Daisy. Denise, we are making a rag tree. We're going to make it 2 different ways. By request. Because somebody asked me to do this. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Myrtle. Hello, Myrtle. Okay, so I got my tree, and I'm trying to get it somewhat straight. And I may have to kind of put in a little reinforcement to kind of get it straight. So I'm going to sit here and hold this for a second. I'm watching glue dry like we did the other night. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Kathy. To get it to kind of stay straight and not, because it is still a little wobbly, even though it's in my styrofoam. Let's do this. do this. Now, let that set up. It's not going to be wobbly. I know. I hope so too, Elizabeth. I take 2 different medicines, 2 times a day, and my allergies have been so bad this year. Teresa, we're going to make a rag tree. I had a request to make one, so we are. Shar, hello Cindy. I have not made one in a couple years, so y'all gonna have to bear with me because I thought, oh, I can do this. Oh yeah, Jane was asking. I had a couple more people ask. All right, so you're gonna need fabric, of course, and the best idea that I can give you for this is the best advice probably is to use something very lightweight like cotton. Now you can use drop cloth and you can use like duck cloth and stuff like that. But that's going to be even harder to tie your knots. Does that make any sense? Like, for instance, I was going to use this ticking. And it's not really stiff fabric, but it is thick. And I was like, ooh, do I want to sit there and struggle with this? Because you can do it. It's just going to be a little bit of a struggle if you use a heavier weight fabric. Carla, mine have 2. Okay, so you want to tear your fabric. And I just tore down the whole piece. Now, I started off with 11 inches, okay? That's how long my longest piece is. Well, they all are that size, okay? So I was thinking to myself, I'm just going to do them all the same size, and then I'm going to trim as I go. And then I'm thinking, no, that's not how you do it. I better not deviate from the normal. So I don't know what we're going to do. Hey, Jill, hello. Is it Robert? I couldn't see. Hey, Susanna. Hey, Tina, you're okay. So anyway, so what you basically want to do is you're going to tie fabric. I got this fabric too, the candy canes, and then I have the red and white. You're going to tie fabric like smaller. You're going to be bigger strips at the bottom, and they get smaller as they go up, so your tree will be tree-shaped. Hey, Denise. Puerto Rico. Hello. Zoraida. Hey, Nancy. Okay, so I have 2 different colors of fabric. You can do 3, you can do 4, you can do whatever fabric you want. You can do it all the same. It's totally up to you. I did my Christmas in red and white this year, so I'm going to do red and white. Now, another tip is, you can do it this way, but I'm just going to give you a little tip. Like this red and white gingham is the same on both sides. So whether the fabric flips one way or the other, it's still going to look the same, okay? But for instance, like this fabric is green on one side and then it's white on this side. So you're going to see some of that white because the fabric's going to kind of flip and do its thing. So like this candy cane material that I have, it's printed on one side, but you can't really tell. I mean, I can tell by looking at it that it's what's the right side and what's the wrong side, but they look the same, okay? So you got to keep that in mind when you're making your tree. You made your pipe cleaner tree today. Hello, Diane. They're so cute. They're so cute. I love my little tree. It's over there actually still. So my pipe cleaner, well, this room, let me just tell y'all about this room. I have tore it up. There's stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff, and I've got boxes full of stuff that I'm purging out for mystery boxes because I have got to get rid of some stuff, y'all. It is like piling in on me, I feel like. Kim, I tore a bunch to start with, but I'm probably going to have to tear some more. Sharon, I don't really know. Probably Joann's if I had to guess, but I've had it a while. But you should be able to find some at Hobby Lobby. Somewhere they've got to have some kind of, hey Connie, some kind of candy cane or, you know, there was some in the mystery bag, this Christmas mystery bags too. And I've got this one, but see, the other side does not look, like there's the right side. But the other side, you can still see the red and white, but it's not as vivid, you know. So you got to take that in consideration when you make your tree. I started off with 11, okay? Because here's what I did. It's real scientific. I just laid my dowel down like this. And for to determine how long I wanted to make my strips, I tied my strip like this. just like I'm going to do. And I said, oh, okay, that looks good. So I started cutting all my strips that length. I untied it and stretched it out, and then I cut all my strips that length. Joann's has their Christmas material 75% off, and they're gonna have they're having big sales like the next few days too. I got a thing in the mail. Okay, so I'm probably, technically you're supposed to do, like, if this is 11, then the next size would probably be, I'd say 9, and then go, you know, take a couple of inches off every time and go all the way up. So I'm going to alternate my fabric. Walmart, some Walmarts do. Mine does not this year. Mine Walmart does not have Christmas material. So this is another 11. They're both the same size, okay? So you're just going to tie this all the way up. It's real scientific. So, and I may, let's see if I do, let's do 2 sets that are 11. Yeah, some Walmarts do. My Walmart used to. And then now they don't have any this year. I don't know if it just doesn't sell. Hello, Julie. Hello, Wanda. Or what. But mine quit having it. I know, Dana. It does feel good. And this room gets to the point to where I'm just, I cannot function. Because I work out here every day. Yeah, they went back to pre-cut pieces. Some Walmarts have. Now see how long this is, and it's hanging down. So I'm going to end up trimming that. Yeah, it should be, like Linda just said, it should be like 1 inch less every time. So like this is 11. So the next piece I do, so I did 2 sets of the same material. Depending on how many patterns you have. You could have 4 different, you know, patterns of fabric. I only have 2, so I just did 2 of each, and they're 11. So now we're going to go to the 10. So I'm just going to cut 1 inch off my fabric. We'll do it that way, because I was just really just going to do it all and then trim it, but you could do that too. So I'm just going to measure my fabric and cut off the end, which happens to be the selvage, which is wonderful. So now I have about 9.5. They don't have Christmas fabric either. Maybe they didn't do any at all this time. Now see what I did? Like this is a lot longer than this side. So you kind of have to be aware that, you know, making your sides kind of the same. There we go. Just kind of fix it. But if you want to be real diligent about it, you could definitely cut your pieces like 11, 10, 9, 8, and so forth. You could definitely do that. All right, so there's that. So let's do another side of that. But I was sitting here in the middle of all this mess, and I was like, oh, I got to cut my fabric. And, oh, Dolores, it would be if I just did it. You could do it all this red and white, and you could use it for Valentine's Day. You sure could. All right, so I got to count because I'm talking and... Okay, 1 more candy cane, and then we're going to go to the next size. So let's cut this about 1 inch off. 6 of the 11 inch and then 6 of the 10 inch and down like that. See, it just depends on who you listen to. Once you kind of do one, you're kind of going to be like, oh, okay, well, I got this. I can do this, and I know what I'm doing, and I can do this kind of deal. But like, see how long these are? So I'm going to end up cutting those off probably. Thank you, Pam. It came from Beware. And you can use my code TTV to get 15% off. So anyway, so let's see. So now we've got to go, I might as well just cut 2 at the time. So we did 11, 10. So let's go to 9. And then we'll cut these 2. Hey, Rose. Yeah, you can just tweak it as you go. And some people do it and then just trim it, give it a haircut at the end. And that's what I was going to do. And then I was like, maybe not. Hey, Nancy. So anyway, so like I said, when you tie your strip, just make sure you've kind of got even on both sides. There you go. Like, see, like that. You want them kind of the same length. You've got this shirt coming. This is the sweatshirt, and this is probably the first time I have bought a sweatshirt from them, and I really like it. It's really comfy and soft. It's nice. Hey, Nancy, I'm good. Hello, Wanda. All right, there's that one. So I'm doing 2 of the ginghams and 2 of the candy canes in a section, I guess is the best way to say it. But if you had like 4 patterns, you could do 4 and then 4 and then 4. Are you cutting 2 of each size, like 11, 10? That's what yes, that's what I'm doing. And you could cut your fabric the right length when you're cutting it if you want to do that. I didn't. I mean, I'm probably wasting a little bit of fabric, but by cutting off all these little pieces. Okay, so this is what we got so far. And so you just kind of want to, you know, twist it around and get all your little pieces. And we're going to do all that at the end. Let's see. Okay, so now 2 of these are going to be 8. All right, and we'll just do this. See, I'm going to have to tear some more because I'm going to run out of my candy cane. And if it's not exact, it's totally fine. So don't get all upset about it being not exact, because you're going to give it a trim and a haircut in the end anyway. So let's see, let's tie this one. And I know somebody's going to ask about how much fabric does it take. I don't know. Because I'm just tearing off of my fabric and I have really no idea how much it takes, and it just depends on how many patterns what am I trying to say? Prints or whatever you use of each one. So if y'all, who hasn't made a rag tree before? Have y'all? I know most of y'all probably have. Okay, so there's my 8. So you just want to keep pushing it down because we got to fill up this whole thing. Thank you, Emily. So I got to tear some more of that. Where's this? Oh, and I don't know if I told y'all, I cut mine about 1 inch wide, my fabric. So about 1 inch wide. And you can cut this with pinking shears. You can cut this, you can tear it like I'm doing. You could cut it with a rotary cutter. However you want to cut it. I like to tear mine. Verdonna's never made one. Somebody else says I haven't. Lori has. Oh, adding lace? Yes. You can add lace to it, burlap to it. There's so many different combos that you can do to match your decor or your Christmas decor. I've seen people make really tall ones before. Cindy, this is the first, am I tearing the wrong side? This is the first time you're hearing about these trees. Oh my gosh, they are so much fun, and they've been around for a long time. And just the combination of fabrics is, to me, is kind of what makes it cute. All right. Let me move that so y'all can see. All right, so now I've got to do, what, 7? Drop cloth would be cute, but like I said, it's going to be hard because it's so stiff for you to tie it. I mean, it can be done. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done. But if you were making one for the first time, I wouldn't do drop cloth. I would do like a cotton, a real lightweight cotton. So I'm going to leave these in strips and just go ahead and cut my 7. Probably the smartest thing to do. And I'm going a little bit further than 7 on that one, because I've got a long way to go. Okay. So, hello, Art Shattered, Miss Cindy. How are you? Y'all don't follow my friend Cindy, y'all go check Cindy out. She does the glass resin art. She's local to me. She's my friend. Okay, yeah, you can order fabric from Hobby Lobby, Joann's. You can order fabric from, there's lots of fabric places online. Amazon has fabric too, if you just look for it. Karen, it is a wood candlestick that I used from another project. But you can use a spool. You can use, just a wood round and drill a hole in it and put your dowel in it. I just put styrofoam down in the candlestick and put hot glue, and my little tree that's the little trunk, and you're not even going to be able to see it good. Alright, so lost track of what I was doing. Okay, one more of these. So see how we're getting smaller as we go up, but I am going to have to trim. And I'm going to be straight up honest with y'all. If I go any smaller, why does my tree look like it's leaning to the side? This candlestick is doesn't sit flat for some reason. My stick, well, minus what's in the candle holder, it was probably about 12 inches long altogether. So I'm probably gonna really confuse y'all now. Let's go back and do some more 8s, because I noticed now Nashville's about 3 hours from here, so I'm assuming that Clarksville is is about 3 hours from here. But yeah, they got a lot of damage, but that sail and stuff went over us first, and then it went up that way. It was super scary for a little bit there. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. This is my 8, this is my 7. I'm gonna go back and do another section of 8, just because I can tell I'm gonna get I'm gonna run out of numbers when I get that small, and you can't get that small. It is leaning a little in it. My candlestick is not like level or something. I don't know. Maybe it won't look like it's leaning once I get all my stuff on it. So maybe I'm not confusing y'all. Oh yeah, Melinda, you can sharpen the dowel on a pencil sharpener and just stick it down in your foam or whatever. Yes, we had a tornado warning. The sirens were going off, and I was messaging with Cindy, and I was like, sirens are going off. She just lives in the county north of me, in the same county, but just north. She's like, they're not going off here. And I'm like, well, it's coming, girl. The town below us, they had baseball size hail. Like huge. Crazy. I can't even imagine. I've never seen baseball size hail, and I don't want to. But I can't imagine what kind of damage that would do. It didn't look like a tree. And it did look like a tree. Okay, Lisa made hers a few weeks ago. Alright, so y'all see what I did? I went back in and did an 8. And I promise it's going to be lots better once I get it all done. But y'all see what I'm saying? I'm at a 7. And if I go 6, y'all see I can't go to a 1 or a 2. I won't be able to tie it. Like this is probably 2 inches. Oh no, actually it's 3. So I won't even be able to tie it around there. So I'm like 4. I'm going to go back. Now y'all think I'm crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because like I said, it has been ages since I have done this. Like 2 years. So I'm going to go back and do a 9. And I tore some of this a minute ago. It skipped all over Nashville. Evidently it did. Oh my gosh, your neighbor's got hard windows got busted out. I've never seen hail that big. Hey Dolores, hey Hazel. So I'm gonna go back and do selvage edge. I'm gonna go back and do a 9. Do 2 9s. I know I'm confusing y'all. May I trim them down 2s and 3s? Yeah, so see, I'm having to even though I'm going to trim it down in the end anyway. But, all right. So I'm going back and doing a row of 9. Trim them. See, that's what I was going to do. I was going to tie them all along and then trim it with scissors to look like a tree. You've seen it that big in Oklahoma, Lori? Oh my gosh. I don't care to see it that big. It's scary. I mean, that could kill somebody. Clarksville. Did I say it right a minute ago? Gosh, 2 miles away. That is super scary. It did some major damage too. And right here at Christmas. I remember in Kentucky it did that right at Christmas time like 2 years ago. It's so scary. Because I got friends that live up there. I'm going to do probably some more of the 8. Gosh. Baseball size hail. I just can't. Okay. So there's my 9. There's my 8 and my 7. So y'all see, you kind of have to, depending on how tall this is, depending, you know, that's what's going to matter of how long your strips are and how many and all the things. So like I'm going to trim all this off. All right, so let me pull my 7s up. All right, there's my 7s. So I'm just going to say this. There's 8. Because I really can't get any much shorter than the 7, to be honest. Maybe start at the top and like 4 and then get bigger as you go down. Yes, that's definitely a thing. You could do that. I'll probably do another 7 up here. Now I just got to fill this in. So, let's do another 8. Now see, the strings are what's terrible. So y'all bear with me. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done one of these. But I would start long and that way you can cut off. Why did I just... Yeah, okay, I got it. So I'm going to do this. Earthquakes are crazy, but tornadoes hit... Ugh. I know, it's scary. So scary. But we're in the South and we're kind of used to it. And if, you know, we just have to shelter the best we can. And if it, hey Cindy, and if it's your time to go, I guess it's your time to go. But that's all we can do is prepare and try to be in shelter. Y'all, I'm all over the place with this tree. I hope it's making some kind of sense. I have tied 6s, but my 4s, even with tulle, gets difficult. Yes, the smaller strips you get, the more difficult it gets. So that's why I'm saying I probably can't get much smaller. I'll probably do another 7. And let's see, this is a 9. And like I said, in the end, it's really not going to matter because you're going to trim this all anyway. I hope this is, I know this is not making any sense to y'all whatsoever. That's how I feel about earthquakes too. Y'all just live with it. Okay, those are 2 7s, and now I've got 8, and I can kind of tell. All right, I'm just gonna keep going, y'all. Just gonna tie some fabric on this stick. That's what I wanted to do to start with. Had to evacuate for hurricanes a few years ago. Yeah, I can imagine having to leave would be very, very hard. Janet's like, we learn about everything you do. Well, this one's a hot mess because I just kind of started not with a pattern, and then I said, oh, I'm going to do a pattern, and then the pattern kind of went out the window. 24 this morning, 28 tonight. That's about what we are, Tammy. It's cold. And I cannot get warm when I get cold. It's like it takes me forever. Oh, That's okay, Karen. I hope your back gets to feeling better. All right. So see, we still got, I'm probably going to do some more 7s. Let's see. Because you really can't, I mean, it's really going to be hard to mess this up, okay? Honestly, if I'm being real with y'all, it's really hard to mess this up. All right, so I got to tear some more. Is that the right? Yeah. It needs to snow. No, it don't need to snow. You better watch your mouth. I don't want snow. Now, it could snow on Christmas, and I would be perfectly fine with that. But, no. It doesn't need to snow, like, and stay here for a while. We usually, if we got snow now, it would probably just, wouldn't stick. We'd probably get a little dusting, and that would be it. All right. If it's windy, and see, it's been windy here, Nancy, like fierce, man. I'm like, geez. All right. So I'm just filling in my little tree. You inspired me too much. I'm ripping fabric to do tomorrow. Hold on. I'm missing a candy cane one. Right there. At least with hurricanes you have to, yeah, that's right. You have time to prepare. And tornadoes kind of too, but you know, there's not a whole lot you can do but get in a shelter or get shelter in your house or something. But, and just pray. Oh my gosh. Oh, it melted by 12. You got snow this morning? I don't do well in the cold, in the snow, and I think it's pretty, but that's about it. Oh, Deborah, I'm sorry you don't feel good. Yeah, that Voltaren cream is good. I worked for orthopedics for 20-something years, and I remember when it was prescription. Now it's over the counter, which is wonderful for people. This, I don't know. Probably, I have a huge stash of fabric, and sometimes I remember where it's from, and sometimes I don't. And I'm going to just say that it came from probably Joann's or Hobby Lobby. That's where I got get a lot of my fabric. Temperature fluctuating here. It's hard. Marcia, it's that way here too. It's like one day we have the air conditioning on. And then I think Saturday we have the air conditioning on, and then now we have the heat on. So sometimes it's that way in one day. So you don't ever know what to dress. I wouldn't want to live in the snow either. I couldn't do it. Especially if like the same snow was on the ground in February that falls in December. No, there's no way. Y'all just have to put me in a hole and bury me up. All right, Lisa used like 6 fabrics. And see, I'm only using 2. So you can really do whatever your heart desires. You can do all one fabric. Because that's pretty too. And I started to just do all one. And I thought, well, somebody's going to want to do different, want to know what it looks like. So I did 2 different. The warm side of the window. Jan, I'm with you. We need a shirt that says, I like snow, but on the warm side of the window. That's a great shirt saying. Where do I live, Nancy? I live in North Mississippi, right below Memphis. So I told y'all I'm tearing up this room in here and purging a lot of stuff. So let me tell you something funny that happened today. So I had all this stuff like piled over here, like these totes, the Rubbermaid totes full of yarn and stuff that I've used, and I got to put back up where it goes. And so I moved them today. And there was some Christmas stuff piled on top, the tote, whatever. So I moved it, it's a yarn tote. So I moved it out of the way. And the tote out of the way, and I'm sitting in the chair, and I turn this way, and I look, and I have this big shelving unit right here, this big metal shelving unit that holds totes and stuff. And I look down and there's this brown thing. And it's poking out underneath the shelving unit, okay? And it it startled me when I first saw it because I thought, what is that? Like, is that like a critter or something? And because I could just barely see it under the shadow of the shelf. And so here I am, I'm out here and I get off the chair and I kind of ease over to it and I'm looking down at it and got really close and then I realized it was a brown ball of yarn. Where is that ball of yarn at? Anyway, I got it and I was like, dang, it scared me. I thought it was like a critter. I was like being real careful and, you know, trying to look real close at it. Like, what is that? And it was like a dark brown. And see, the floor is kind of a brown color. So I couldn't make out what it was. And yeah, it was just yarn. I was scared a yarn ball was going to attack me. Oh gosh. And it wasn't moving, but I was kind of like, what is that? Wasn't quite sure. Kind of like that time I had some stuff back here and it had the moss in it and I was picking something up and a piece of moss fell on the shelf and I squealed and jumped about 3 feet because I thought it was a spider. That, you know, the moss. Oh gosh, that was hilarious. So yeah, we've done gotten off our pattern now and I'm just winging it in my tree. Janet loves the snow. Y'all know when stuff like that scares you and you can't see what it is. And you're like, what is that? Like, I know it's a mess out here, but it ain't that much of a mess to where I have a rat family or something living out here. It's not that bad. Now watch Colin be on and he'll be like, yes it is. No. Because he's like, Mom, you're a hoarder. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's an organized hoard. I'm a hero. I save stuff. Oh. But I have like boxes full of stuff. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm just kind of winging it now, y'all. My whole little pattern, I just kind of went off the pattern. Tanya, Miss Ruth Walker is a follower. She sent that to me. I don't know if she's on here, but isn't it cute? Hey, Paula. Hey, Joyce. So I'm just kind of cutting 8, 7, I mean not 8, somewhere in there, just kind of cutting them. I don't even know. But we're going to trim it anyway. Winter in the morning, spring by lunch, summer by... That's how we are. That's exactly how we are. It's all different. I've had the heat and the air conditioner on in the same day before. Crazy weather. Yeah, it's my first Christmas being a grandma, and I have bought her some stuff, but y'all know she's a baby, like a little baby, so it's not much she can do this Christmas, but next Christmas is going to be on. But I've bought her some little toys and stuff like that that she can play with in a few months, and the socks with the little cute little rattles on them when she starts looking at her. You're a Snader, snow hater, but live in Ohio. I'm a Snader too. I hate it. I don't hate it. I just don't want to live in it. And it's pretty to look at for just a little while. And then after that, I'm over it. But I would love for it to snow on Christmas. I've never had a white Christmas. I would love for it to have a white Christmas. But it would be really cool. You love cold weather, Tammy. You just take it on yourself, because I don't. Put me on a tropical island in the sun any day. But I don't want any, I don't want any cold weather. It's just, because, and I guess I just don't like being cold, but that didn't turn out like I wanted it to right there. Yeah, I'm just flying by my seat of my pants because it's going to be fine. I'm telling you, it's really hard to mess this up. Mandy told me today that she made a rag tree and it looked like poo, and I said, no, not Mandy. I don't see that happening. I don't know how, I'm going to have to talk to her about that because I don't see how she could mess that up. She's like, what are you doing the last time? Making rag trees. And she goes, oh, well, I tried to one time and it looked like poo. Like, what? How? As talented as she is, I know she can make a tree. Cheryl Kramer, thank you so very much for the adorable, because I tried to message you and I couldn't find you, blanket. Miss Cheryl Kramer that just commented, she made me and Charlie a little beanie hats, and she made a crocheted blanket to match, and y'all, it is so stinking cute, and it's so, so sweet. So thank you very much. I'm in Mississippi. I'm in North Mississippi. This candlestick, I'm going to have to do something about it. It's just wobbly. The Delta now, 100% in Southern Illinois. Y'all are just talking all it up. Can't stand for your feet to get cold. Okay. I can't stand to get cold at all. All right. So here's my tree. We just kind of 7s, 8s, 9s, and then down here is really long. So we're going to trim it. I'm going to tie, how did I get 2 of those up? Oh, that's just one. So I'm going to go ahead and tie another one up here, and then we're going to give it a haircut. So I'm going to try something. I've got to do something with this. See, look, it's like watch. It's not level on the bottom. You are so sweet, Cheryl. All right, let's try something. I'm going to pull all of my knots to the side, like where I'm going to part it down the middle. I guess is a better way to say it. Try to get them. And then we're going to trim it that way. Y'all think that'll work? If we trim it. Okay. Get them all flattened out. Y'all are going to know what not to do or what to do or whatever, because I'm going to try it. All right, so see, I've got it parted. And now we're going to part this way. 35 degrees in Washington State. That's how it was here, Mary. So we're not too far behind y'all, and y'all are up there in Washington, way on up there. All right. So see how I got it like this? So do y'all think it's going to work if I cut it like this? You wear socks all the time. I wear socks all the time too, Donna, pretty much, except in the summer. Okay. So do y'all think that's going to work? Rita Collins is my maiden name. My last name is Valentine. So I named him, after my maiden name. Teresa, we're going down there for Christmas because they're going to have Christmas with Charlie at her house, at their house, and her parents are coming and we're coming. So we are going to, Martha says, yes, it will. Okay. So y'all see how I did it. This is totally experimental because I've never done it this way. So this might be totally easier than you measuring your strips. Just do them all like 8 or 10 inches. And then we're going to just, do this. 2 blocks from the Mississippi River. So you're not far from me, Kay. Okay, here we go. So if I cut it, like this is my longest part. And I'm just haphazardly going to cut it. I'm not going to try to cut it too straight because I don't want them to look like somebody with a bad bowl haircut. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So there's one side. It will work, Candy says. It will work. Barbara from New Jersey. I know it's cold in New Jersey. Okay, so now, I'm on the wrong side, so I can't really see what's happening. Okay, that side's definitely shorter. This side's shorter. Just gonna trim a little bit more. We're gonna totally, this is experiment. Experiment. But I don't want it to look like somebody cut their bangs right across the front. I have cool last names. My old married name was Chandler. And some of my boys' last names are... Okay. Alright, do y'all see it? This side is definitely longer. But when we fluff it all out, you're not going to know. Foot of snow in Colorado. Good Lord. So now, see if that's going to work. Then y'all are going to know whether or not to do that to yours. Because you definitely cannot, it's going to be really hard to tie something that small. Trust me. Your fingers, you'll be all fumbly fingers and all the things. So now, oh, look at it. Let's see. Doesn't look too bad. It's kind of turning out. Let's see. You just have to twist all your little pieces all different ways and get it all fluffing. Now, I've seen better rag trees. Trust me, I have. And mine, I've done better rag trees. But it's really not that bad. I think it's cute. Why do you get all your wonderful ideas? Tanya, I've made rag trees for years, and this idea has been around for eons and eons and eons. Okay, so I'm going to cut these off, and then I'm going to go around. So see, you start off with 11 inches, but you're really not going to end up using all that, unless you just want it to be really, really floppy. But you just have to sit here and kind of fiddle with it and get it all fluffed out. If I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't have cut so close up here. I don't know. I don't know how I would have done it, actually. Okay. So see, it don't look too bad, but that's a rag tree. That's what a rag tree is. I feel like all my red's on one side and all the white's on the other. Flip this way. Does it look like that to y'all, or does it look pretty much, okay, pretty much even? But you just have to sit here and fiddle with it and play with it, and that's basically what a rag tree is. Yes, I have done better, and I have seen better than this one. I'm rusty. I haven't made one in quite some time. Like 2 years have I made a rag tree. Because you just think, oh, well, you know, people have seen this crap before. And in reality, some people haven't. So I always think, oh, well, people have seen that before. I don't want to do it again. Or I don't want to do that because, you know, it's been around a long time and people have seen it. Darker colors, yes. But you can do any color you want to. But I do red and white in my house this year. Oh, this thing is kind of... It's not the best, I promise you it's not. But it's not the worst I've ever seen either. So that side kind of looks cute. But that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to look all messy and, you know. So now I'm thinking, what am I going to put on the top? So I have a couple of things. I can put a pom-pom on top. I could put, oh, we're going to do this. Lights. I got these at Target for like $5 a few weeks ago, and when I was cleaning out all my stuff out here, Elaine, this is not the best example of a rag tree, but it's a rag tree. That's why they call it rag, because it's just raggy. But I saw these at Target a few weeks ago, and then when I was going through my stuff today, of course y'all are not going to be able to see it if I plug it up anyway. But they're fairy lights, and these were $5 at Target, and they're They have a timer, so they stay on for 6 hours and they go off for 18. And you definitely could put fairy lights on this tree, and y'all aren't even going to be able to see it if I do it. So it would be, oh yeah, it is a good Valentine tree, but it has candy canes on it. So cute. Stuffed fabric star. Oh Lord, okay. I have a pom-pom, or we could make a bow at the top. I could paint a star. It's a kind of a little star though, isn't it? Put a peppermint. All right, I don't have a peppermint that big actually, but I have a little star. Look how cute. That's one of my little wooden stars from the Dollar Tree. I think I'm gonna put him on there. Well, what do I put on him? So yeah, so don't forget, you can put fairy lights on your trees. They look really cute. But we're gonna make another tree in a second, but I'm gonna put this star on there. And I wasn't even thinking about painting anything, so I didn't get any paint. It looks cute to you, Sandy says. And look at the little candlestick. It just makes it so cute. Look at my tree. I know a peppermint would be adorable, but I don't have one that big, actually. Bling on top. Oh, and I'm gonna show y'all something. I've been meaning to tell y'all this. Hobby Lobby, I tell y'all about this every year. They have them. This one card is $4.99, and of course it's half off, I guess. Anyway, this is real fabric ribbon, okay? All of this is fabric. So if you go down their aisle of their bows and stuff, y'all, this one thing right here will last you a long time when you make your messy bows and you need some ribbon. So I definitely could put some of that on it, but that might be too much. But, so don't forget about these at Hobby Lobby. Like this one's got 2 different colors. You can use this for 4th of July. You could use it for Valentine's Day, Christmas. And then they have burlap. They have all these other different ones. A button, a wooden star. I think the wooden star is going to be cute. Maybe I should put some, I'll put some glitter on it. I'll put my sugar glitter on it. So don't forget about those bows. I picked that one up the other day at Hobby Lobby. Red star with white dots. I might put some of this sugar glitter on it. And this is the red paint from Hobby Lobby, that Crafters collection. And I like this paint. And it's 49 cents. It's not bad for 49 cents. And I wore my sweatshirt because I thought I was going to be safe. I wasn't painting anything. Oh, but I put my paint cleaners up today. They're way up there. Paint and star peppermint. Ooh. Could you use that for your tree? Use what for the tree? I'm lost. Help me out. Oh, the curly ribbon? I don't know. I think it might be a little too much. You probably wouldn't be able to tell the ribbon, the tree from the ribbon. All right, so I'm going to paint it red. Let me just lay that down. Rita, I got this bottle from Michael's, and I just got it a couple of weeks ago because Walmart doesn't carry it anymore of what I used to have. Burn up my fingers. So I went to Michael's, and I thought I was going to be safe in my sweatshirt and not have to paint anything tonight. Shaping a pipe cleaner. Oh, you know, I did that on my little pipe cleaner tree. I wrapped it around one of these little stars. Glitter on. I'll show you the glitter in just a second. I made a post about it, but y'all may not see everything. Okay. a piece of fuzz on it. All right, so this is from Michaels, and it was like in the kids aisle. It's called the Creatology line right there. It says Creatology, but it's just glitter, and it looks like sugar, pretty much like shiny sugar. The big sugar pieces that you get on cookies sometimes. It's like that big sugar. All right, let me get my. I could roll over there, but I can't. Snowman ornaments, all my nephews for Christmas, and you hit them and now you can't find them. Sounds like something I would do. All right. I cleaned out my closet yesterday in the house and actually found some stuff that I had bought a few months ago for Christmas and forgot that I bought it. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wipe that on there. So I'm going to put some sugar glitter on here, but I'm going to sprinkle it over the trash can before I make a hot mess. All right, so I'll show it to y'all, but you know, the Mod Podge is still white, but see how it's almost like diamond dust, but it's not glass. It's just clear glitter. The little pieces are clear. But see, the Mod Podge is going to dry. I don't know if I'm going to blow glitter everywhere. No, it's not too bad. Hey, Kat with Pickett's Crafts. Y'all go check Miss Kat out. She has amazing stuff. She is one of my laser designer people that I get a lot of files from. And she does crafts on her page, too. Kat, this is not my best... rag tree. It kind of went off the rails a little bit. I love this glitter. I love the glitter. And it'll get better as soon as that Mod Podge dries. So I'm going to let it dry on its own. Right there. Doo-doo-doo. You just stay right there. Stay right there, don't move. Look at it. Okay, so when it dries, it's going to look better and better and better. I'm waiting for that hot glue to set up on my star. But then I'm going to glitter the other side. So then that way it'll be all the way around. So I hope y'all could follow my pattern. Okay, so we're going to do another tree while that little star's drying. And this one I am going to use, like I said, the fabric that has just one side. This one's a little bit easier. And I'm going to go vintage on y'all again. And I'm going to use a real spool of thread that's in my stash because it's green. You would have painted both sides of the star. Pat, I did. I'm just going to wait. Well, I guess I can do it now that it's on the tree. And put glitter on the other side. I did do both sides. I was just going to wait, but I don't guess I have to wait. And we'll go ahead and glitter this side, and it all can be drying all at once. Come on. Okay. Now. What? There we go. It was falling everywhere. Okay, there's one side, and there's the other. I'm just waiting for it to dry. Ta-da. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use this fabric. Like, this fabric is kind of the same on both sides. This is not. So I'm going to, we're going to make a little tree, but we're going to do it just a little bit different. I mean, same principle, but it's going to look different. I gotta, is that my long side? I guess it is. I love this fabric. I want to say that I got this at Dollar Tree, that this was a fat quarter, but I'm not 100% sure. But I want to say that's where it came from. And I've had it a long time. But thank y'all for hopping on tonight and watching. Oh, while I got y'all on here, and we're waiting for Mod Podge to dry, and we're going to do this tree. Y'all know I've got a painting workshop coming up, It's going to be Friday evening, and you don't want to miss because we're going to do this tree. Look at all that. It's got glitter on it too. Y'all just can't see it. We're going to paint this tree, and we're going to paint this tree. So I'll go live in a group on Facebook. It's just a $10 workshop. And we're going to do this tree. I love this tree right here. And this is my favorite. We're going to paint this tree. So if you want to do the workshop, you can go to my shop. You can type in shop TTV all together. It's going to send you a link to my shop in your messenger. And you can go to my shop and you can purchase the workshop. It's $10. We'll be doing this. What was that? We will be doing this Friday evening. We're going to do 3 trees, possibly more than that, depending on how much time we have. So if you want to get in on the group and do the workshop with me, then just go to my shop, purchase it, and then it's going to tell you, you'll get a download that's going to tell you about the group on Facebook and where to go. And you can come paint with us on Friday night. There's about almost 70 people in there. And we're going to have fun on Friday night painting. So if you want to do the workshop, come do the workshop. If you are in my subscription group, be sure and go to the group and find out about that there. Because, of course, you get a discount because you're in my subscription group. I love this one. Thousands and dots. So anyway... Oh, yeah, there'll be a replay, Jane. It will be. It'll be there. You can access it anytime. Nancy, the bling, you can just get what's in your stash or get gems from Walmart or Michael's or the little Dollar Tree ones. A lot of these, some of these are the Dollar Tree gems on here. Now, these are some that I just have in my stash that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby. This one, I don't even know where it came from. But you can just use what you have, or you don't have to do gems at all if you don't want to. Okay. Oh, I see. That was a bead that came off. All right. So now we are going to do, it's looking better. Look at my little star. You made this into an angel, the rag tree. I have seen that too. Super cute. All right. So this one, I'm going to use a little dowel. It is 6 inches long, and I'm going to use a spool, my little spool. I had this little spool out here, and I said, oh, I've got some with real thread on it in my little bag of spools like I did with the, oh, it's in the house. I took it in the house. My tree that I did the red thread that was so pretty. I just get them, you know, thrift stores, whatever, garage sales, wherever. Porter, Texas. Hello, Kim. Okay, so we're going to kind of do the same thing we just did. I'm going to make me a mark on my dowel. Okay, so I'll know exactly where my little base is going to be. So I made a mark. So, let's see. I want to see how long I need to do this. And we'll see how long I need to cut my pieces. So y'all will see what I'm talking about when I tell you about the fabric being different on both sides. All right, so let's cut them. Hang on, I'm trying to make that side longer. The deer tree. Yes, Rhonda. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't see the deer tree. I need to go check her out, I guess. I haven't been on TikTok very much lately in the last few days. Okay. So I want it to be about like that. So here's how I did my tree earlier. I tied it on and then I took it off. And now I'm going to cut all of my strips this long. So that kind of makes it easier for you to know where to start. Because this one we are going to trim the way I trimmed that one. Hey, Susie. And I don't know how many we need, but we're just going to cut some. Because this is kind of a different, we're going to leave it, you know how I parted it out? We're going to leave it like that. Boop. All right, let's see if that's enough. Yeah, I need to see that one, her tree. But everybody on TikTok, that tree, that pipe cleaner tree is going crazy on TikTok. It's super cute. Mine's over there somewhere. Thank you, Lynn. Thank y'all for watching and being here. Okay, so when I tie this on, I'm going to try my best to pull the fabric out to the correct side, if that makes any sense. Because, see, my fabric is this on one side and then the regular side. So I'm going to try to make it go out like that. So I'm going to fill up my whole little dowel like that. Yeah, Judy, just type shop, just the word shop, and then TTV together. And that will get you to my shop. Hey, Susie, and it's in there. It's in 2 different categories. It's in the miscellaneous collection, and it's in the paint and workshop collection. If you want to get into the workshop, and you have until Friday before we start to do it. Yeah, me too, Tammy. I love seeing everybody's little trees, and they look so cute. And how everybody's putting little decorations on them and the little wreaths and stuff. Thank you, Cindy. Freezing season. Everybody's trees are so adorable. And I like, somebody did a white one, and I've seen, let's see, green ones. I've seen a white one. I don't know if anybody's done any colors. Shop, Brenda, is TT, like the turquoise, so it's TTV. So, this is where you got to make sure your knot's in the middle of your tails over here. Okay, I'm just tying them on. Thank you, Cindy. Somebody had requested, or a couple people had requested the rag tree, so I said, let's do a rag tree. That's not my best rag tree, but I'm rusty. I guess I should have practiced today. Oh my goodness. But it turned out okay. You can definitely make it fuller, bushier, however you want to do it. So are y'all all ready for Christmas, or have you got all your shopping done? Okay, so see how I'm doing this? I'm just tying all of my fabrics, just like we did here, sorta. And I'm just keeping them to each side like they start off. You love the fabrics? I love fabric because there's so many different possibilities, so many different prints and colors, and I just love it all. Liking fabric is definitely an addiction. Okay, so let's tear this. After your shopping's done, have little things to get. I mean, most of mine is done, I guess, for the most part, but Teresa started today. That's no shame in that. No shame in that game. House is decorating, just waiting for the big day. Well, it's 2 weeks, what, from today? Jeez, y'all. Okay, now I don't have nothing to measure with. But it's okay. Where is my line? Where my spool is supposed to be? What happened to my line? I guess I rubbed it off with my fingers. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure it's longer than what it needs to be. Hey, Sandy. Well, I've got some stuff to get, but Colin won't tell me what he wants, and even though I've got him some things, and Chase, I don't know. So, you know, you're celebrating after Christmas. You got somebody that's like out of town or something. But Thursday, me and Chase are going to go have us a Christmas day, I guess you want to call it. And, you know, we live this close to Memphis. And he's never been to Graceland. Graceland, as I call it. Elvis's home. And we live literally about 20 minutes from Graceland. And I don't know if y'all have ever heard of, I was telling Mandy about it today, the Peabody Hotel in Memphis. They have what's called the Peabody Ducks. I don't know if y'all have ever heard about it, where there's these little ducks. They live on the roof of they have a little house on the roof of the hotel. Okay. And I got all that. Hold on. All right. They have a little house on the roof of the hotel. And every day at 11 o'clock, the little man gets the ducks. He puts them on the elevator. They get on the elevator and they go to the first floor. And they roll out a red carpet. And there's always so many people in the lobby watching because they've been doing it for 100 years. Or, I mean, literally, they've been doing it for 100 years. And so the ducks get off the elevator and they walk on the red carpet and they get in this big fountain that's in the lobby of the hotel. And the ducks swim in the fountain of the hotel all day. And then at 5 o'clock or whatever time it is, they get out of the man comes and gets them. They roll out the carpet and the ducks get out of the fountain. They go and get on the elevator and they go up to their little house. And they do that every single day. And so most of the time there's so many people there watching the ducks that you're having to stand and look over people's shoulders to see them because there's so many people in the lobby. But look up the Peabody in Memphis and you can read all about it. But he's never seen the Peabody Ducks. So we're going to go see the Peabody Ducks. But it's a very extravagant hotel. It's very beautiful. It's over 100 years old or something like that. And it's a tradition that they've done for 100 years. And so they're kind of famous for the ducks. So we're going to go see the ducks come out at 11 o'clock. And it's all decorated for Christmas. And they have a huge tree in the lobby. It's really, really pretty. So we're going to go... Oh, they have ducks there too in Orlando? I did not know that. That's cool to know that. But anyway, but it's really cool. The fountain is pretty with a big, huge live bouquet of flowers. It's probably, you know, massive bouquet of flowers on the top. And it's a fountain. And it's just beautiful at Christmas. You've never heard of the Peabody Ducks. That's really cool. You need to look it up. So we're going to go see the Peabody Ducks on Thursday morning. And then we're going to go eat lunch. And then we're going to go to Graceland. And see Graceland at Christmas because it's all decorated for Christmas. I've never seen it at Christmas, but I've been there about 4 times, I guess. And so I'm like, we live right here. And he just watched the Elvis movie a few weeks ago. And so now he's all like, I want to go see Graceland. And I'm like, okay. It's not what you think it is, but we'll go see it. It's just not what back then it was a huge mansion. Now, you know, it's just where he lived. It's really cool. Get great dessert at the Peabody and eat barbecue. Okay, Rendezvous is not far from there. I have eaten at Rendezvous several times. Oh, that you stayed there, Judy? See, that's what I was telling Mandy. Mandy's like, oh my gosh, you got to take me to see the ducks when I come back. And I'm like, girl, we'll just go stay at the Peabody. It's a very luxurious hotel. It's really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to trim this like we did this one. Let's see if I can get them brushed out all straight. But we're going to leave this one flat, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to fluff it out like that. So let's see if I can give this one a haircut the proper way, where it don't look funny. You watched the Elvis special? Okay, Darlene has stayed there several times. I love Graceland. It's awesome. Of course, loved Elvis. Yes, my mother was a huge Elvis fan. I have all of his albums, his records, everything, because she left all that to me. CDs, records, I have all of it. And I grew up listening to him because of my mother. And of course, my kids grew up listening to him because my mother listened to him and danced in the living room with my kids and all that fun stuff to Elvis. So they know who he is. And I just hope his memory keeps on living like that, because I don't want it to ever die out to where a generation doesn't know who Elvis is. Video says it started in the 30s. I knew it was a long time, so it's close to 100 years. And don't you know that when they have 100 year of those ducks, it's going to be a big deal? There'll be so many people there, it'll be crazy. But they have real nice shops in the Peabody, like little high-end like clothing stores and stuff in the lobby. And so I'm going to let him go look at all that stuff. Now, how come one of my sides of my tree, I can't never get it to look right? Okay, so here's my little tree. I think I'm going to trim it some more. Y'all. Like, one side looks good and then the other side... That's why I'm not a beautician, a hair person, because gosh, y'all don't want me cutting your hair. Okay, so here's my little tree. So now we got to put something on the top. Grandma has an Elvis room. I love Elvis. Her favorite was Blue Christmas and Here Comes Santa Claus. I can still see her singing to Here Comes Santa Claus, Here Comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. You went to Sun Records a few weeks ago. Whew, that's in the scary part of Memphis. Be careful. Yeah, you would think when they get close to his birthday in January, they'll probably show his movies. I'd be willing to say they will. Okay, so my little tree like this, I'm going to put red buttons on my tree. Okay. See, one side just looks to me like it's longer. Maybe it's just an optical illusion. I don't know. Just knocked a button on the floor. That's why I keep cutting it, because I feel like one side looks like it's longer than the other. Now I need a star. So that's what Chase and I are doing on Thursday. So I think that's going to be super fun. Now you hear the hippo song all the time. So I'm just going to stick me some buttons on my little tree. Nancy, it gets stuck in your head, don't it? And it's terrible. It can be terrible, especially when it won't go away. It's like, what? Can't get this to go. Had a loss of family members. Furry family members. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, wow. So you took them to see the Elvis movie, the one that just came out, like, what, last year? So Chase just watched it recently, and I loved it. The one they just put out last year, I guess it was. 2 minutes in, I was already squalling because my mama would loved it. She would have loved it. All right. These are little bitty red buttons, and I did go ahead and pick the red ones out before I started today, so I wouldn't be sitting here searching for red buttons in a pile of massive jar of buttons. So I'm just gluing them on here. Oh, they share the same birthday. But it's fascinating to me, and I really didn't know that all that had went on. Hey, Brenda. Went on with him and his manager. I had no idea that he extorted him that bad. I'm like, Mom, you didn't tell me any of that. What? I did not know any of this. How did I not know? But now I want to see the movie Priscilla that she has out now. It's her side of it, I guess. I want to go see it. Has any of y'all seen it? Okay. guess I need to put some. So there's my little tree with all my little buttons on it. Let's see. And I could put, I have a red little ornament. I could put that on the top like that. I could do that, but I don't like that, I don't think. Or I could get another red star, another star. Oh, her dream was to go to Graceland. I took Deidre to see Graceland because we didn't live here at the time. But the Christmas after her mom passed away, the Mother's Day after her mom passed away, to get her mind off of it, that was one of her bucket list things, was she wanted to go and see Graceland. So I took her. And I had already seen it, of course, but that was one of her bucket list deals. Oh, fur babies. Fur babies are so hard to lose. They're just like part of the family. I'm putting some buttons in the middle. Thought it looked funny. Okay. Now, what color should this star be? Like, I gotta put... I'm gonna push them up. Probably should have... I gotta keep them all to the front. So see, this is what my little tree is gonna look like in the little... See, I could put some more down here. Oh, wow, Nancy. They have done a lot to Graceland since then, I can assure you. They've added on different parts of it, like not the house itself, but just the museum stuff. They've added on, and even since I've been there, they have added stuff. All right, I put one more at the bottom, so I gotta cut it. Okay. Yellow. All right, like gold. All right. I'm gonna make this tree look halfway decent. I got all my workshop paints over here in this box, so I'm gonna paint it gold. So this is pure gold, metallics. Yes, Catherine, you need to go back. They did a Christmas at Graceland special. I don't know if y'all saw it on TV a couple of weeks ago. I was not happy with it. But, you know, they didn't ask me. I didn't like who all they had in there, but it was just kind of strange. I'm just painting with my fingers. Don't want to dirty up another paintbrush, I guess. Because I don't have any water. I was planning on gold with the sugar glitter. Okay. Ooh, put a red button in the middle of the star. Oh, I could do that. That would probably look really good. And tie it together. And this is like, these are little crafts that you can do with kids. Because they can definitely, you know, just tie that one little knot and make their little trees. And you can do these on cinnamon sticks. I've seen it done that way. I don't have any cinnamon sticks, but you could definitely do it that way. You saw it too, Karen? I was just like, Post Malone? Really? And then he jumped in the swimming pool when he got through singing. I was like, what? I was just shocked. My mama would have been so upset. Like, you disrespected him. You jumped in the swimming pool. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of thought that was kind of tacky myself, but maybe that's just me getting old. But I thought it was tacky. I'm like, why did you do that? Just so you can say that you were in Elvis's swimming pool? I don't know. All right, so there's my star. So put a red button in the middle. Gotta find just the right button that I like. That one's kind of a darker red. Oh, wait, I like this one. It looks like a little red hot right in the middle. Okay, there's my button with my glue string hanging down. See? All right. How cute. All right, now I got to put some on the branch that I added down here. I got to put some buttons on it so it doesn't look naked. It looks naked. Okay. Probably could put one more branch, but so should I put some? So see how the sugar glitter looks now that it's dried? Isn't it pretty? So should I put some on there? I'm gonna glue it on, then we'll see. Oh, Terry, that is so sweet. You did this with their clothes. Oh my gosh. That is so stinking sweet, and that gives me such a great idea because I still have a bunch of my parents' clothes. You know, it's kind of one of those things where I have the clothes and they're in storage, and they've been gone 11 years, and well, my mom's been gone 11, not quite my dad yet. They died 3 months apart, I just don't know. I just can't bring myself to go get it on the tips of the start. Okay, look. To go get those clothes out and sit down and do something with them, I know I need to. I need to take the time and do it. Okay. All right, so there's my little tree. Kind of looks like a little preschooler made it. I do, Gwen. I have a brother, and he is 4 years older than me, and his daughter was actually on here a minute ago. I live at the top of the state, and they live on the coast of Mississippi, so they live the other end of the state from me. Look how cute it is. It could be better. See, it still has the paper in my spool, so that's what's holding it in the spool. Look how cute. It looks like a little preschooler did it, though. It's like, Mom, look what I made at school today. The longer you wait, the harder it gets, Susie. Yeah, I know. And I've waited a long time. Okay. I just can't keep fiddling with it because I keep trying to get it. Y'all, don't that look like something a preschooler did? My poor little tree. Look at that. You like the green one, Emily? I think it kind of looks like a preschooler made it. See, you could do the other side, or you could just leave it green, but I tried to turn all of the pieces over to get it to stay green on the front. You think it's adorable? I kind of think it looks like a preschooler made it. Oh, gosh. Like something my boys had and the boys did at Christmas, you know, like 10 years ago, and we still have it in the Christmas decor. Oh my gosh. Night, Carol. You think it's cute? I'm just like, let y'all see it up close. I ain't too sure about my preschool tree. All right, hold on. My branches are going the wrong way. All right. Because the star is in place, but my tree is kind of turned to the side. You have some small ones that you made in the 90s. Look how cute this is. But y'all got to try this. If you've never tried this, you definitely got to try it. I'm looking at it too hard. Well, you know, we're our own worst critics, so that's just how it is. I don't know if I'm going to glue that in the spool or just leave it so I can pull it right out. But you could use a spool. You could do it on this. How cute would that look? Look. Dun, dun. Put it in a tall candlestick like that. It would look super cute. You could do lots of stuff to it. Whimsical. Wanda's like, it's whimsical. Well, it's like a 4-year-old made it. All my trees are different. Well, and it's just, you know, this is something very simple that your kids could do with you. They could do this. You can do this, like, I'm fixing this stand. I can't handle it anymore. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gluing it to the table. Oh, it's somebody's first time watching. Welcome, whoever it was. Welcome to my page. You like the red and green? All right. I glued it to the table, but I know it would pop right off. But now, because it's glass, now it sits straight. Now it's not wobbling anymore. I just leveled it off with my hot glue because it was like uneven or something. Now it's fine. You made an Americana one? Oh, Brenda, I bet that's pretty. What'd you do, like blue and then do red and white down? I bet that is gorgeous. Night, Pam. Hey, Donna. Night, night, Christine. That Americana would be cute. And put you a little star up here and then do the blue. And you could put white in there and then do the red and white. That would look so pretty. But y'all, there's so many possibilities you can do these trees. And like I said, I've seen people do them 2 and 3 foot tall before. Big ones. Like to stand by their fireplace. Or you can do them this small. You can do them this small. Thank you, Nancy. I just think this one cracks me up when I look at it. It looks like... like I just think that I don't know, I just look at this one like, oh my gosh, the teacher gave them some pieces of strips of fabric and some buttons and they stuck it on there and tied it on that thing. Sweet dreams, Miss Arlene. You love them. I like this one better than I do this one. This one does not turn out for me. Oh, Karen, you've made so many pipe cleaner trees. Let me show you my pipe cleaner tree in case y'all didn't see it, so y'all know what everybody's talking about. In case you didn't see the pipe cleaner tree. Here it is. Oh. I still have not painted my stump, my spool. So if you didn't see this the other night, this is all pipe cleaners. I didn't decorate the back. That's the part going to the wall. But there's my pipe cleaner tree. And all it is a cone of paper, of cardstock, and a dowel. And all those are cut pipe cleaners. So this was it's not really hard. It just took a little time to cut them all. Thank you, Jill. But yes, I've seen some of y'all's and they are adorable. And all those little decorations are all pipe cleaners except for the pom-poms, and these are little snowflakes that I glued on. But they are so cute. But y'all, it just looks so plush. And if you've made one, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like, it just looks like velvet because of the pipe cleaners. It looks so cool. And then the girl that somebody said a minute ago about the Pyrex girl on TikTok, she made a doll. She took this base, she did like pink or something or whatever, and then she put a doll head up here and made her like a bonnet, and then she made arms coming off, so this is like her dress. And it was the cutest thing. So there's lots of different ways you can use this technique. And I did this, last week? So if you want to go see this video, you can. Just go on my main page and scroll down and you'll see it. But it is so cute. I definitely like it better than I do this tree. But they're all different. Depends on what you want to make and how you want to look and the look you're going for. Look at my glitter. See how pretty that little glitter is? That glitter just catches a light. It's so pretty. But yeah, this was super fun. And I learned a lot of things in the video you'll have to go watch. Because I learned a lot of things and I kind of passed it on to y'all of what to do and what not to do. Because it was my first time doing it, actually. But, good night, Cindy. So, anyway, so I'm about to say good night, too. I'm going to go inside and run inside because it's cold. Welcome, Shirley. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures of Graceland and of the Peabody Ducks and all of that fun stuff, and I'm gonna post it for y'all to see. So if you don't know what the Peabody Ducks are, y'all definitely have to look up the Peabody Ducks, and you'll hear the whole story and you'll see. But I will be taking pictures and posting, so we will have a large time. But I plan on being live on Thursday night, like always. So don't worry. Night, Laurie. Thank y'all all for being here. I love y'all. I hope you give the rag trees a try, and I hope yours looks better than this one. And thank y'all all for being here and supporting me as always. And y'all have a great rest of the week, and I will see y'all Thursday. Bye, guys. Don't forget about the workshop. If you want to come and join us Friday night, you can. Just go to my shop and purchase the workshop, and it'll tell you what to do. Thanks, guys.